well, that prosecution clearly doesn't know what they're doing. Did that then
Positive.
impact the jury? I mean, did that help to sway the jury in any way?
Well, see, one of the things that the judge yelled at the prosecution over was that they mentioned Kyle Rittenhouse not making a statement to police. And of course, if anyone who's ever watched Law and Order, which is of course on somewhere in the world 24 hours a day, it literally starts with that Miranda warning. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to remain silent. And so the judge was like, you can't mention the fact that he stayed silent as evidence of his guilt. That's literally been the law for 50 years. What are you thinking? And so I didn't judge there. It was outrageously stupid.
It was. I think you're right. I actually said those words to my husband. Anybody who watches TV knows that's okay to do. Like, oh my God, you can't bring that up. Okay, so then when it comes to Kyle Rittenhouse actually being put on the stand, we also saw Travis McMichael, who is accused of, being the one who pulled the trigger and killed Ahmaud Arbery. That's a very risky move for these defense teams to take, putting their people on the stand. It appears to have worked in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. We're yet to see if it works in the Ahmaud Arbery case. But when it comes to that, is that enough to sway a jury? Do you have to bring that human, humanness of somebody who's accused of these crimes, have to bring that in front of the jury now? Is that kind of a new tactic?
It's interesting. Again, it's your experience of the criminal justice system is the O.J. Simpson trial and the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, and that's sort of it. You're pretty confused about how things have changed. Like, defendants take the stand now. But in self-defense cases, the question for the jury goes to whether the defendant had a reasonable fear for their own life. And so it's pretty important for jurors to then hear from that defendant, because it all goes to whether they had a fear for their own life and then whether that fear was reasonable. I think that the difference, however, in both the Rittenhouse and in the McMichael trial is the video evidence. That even if the jurors don't like the defendant, which is always the fear in regular criminal cases, very few defendants take the stand in non-self-defense cases because you don't want the jury to simply dislike the client. You have so much video evidence here that if they can sort of check the box that this person thought their life was in danger, and even though I don't like them, I'm looking at this video and I see that it's reasonable that they maybe thought their life was in danger, that's what the defense is going for. Of course, I think that what the video evidence shows in the Rittenhouse case versus the McMichael case is so wildly different. Whereas I think the prosecution had a real uphill battle in the Rittenhouse case. They didn't meet that burden clearly for the jury in terms of proving beyond a reasonable doubt that Rittenhouse didn't fear for his life. I think in the McMichael situation where McMichael was forced on the stand to admit he hadn't seen Arbery commit a crime, he was trying to ask him questions. The citizen's arrest law in Georgia is about seeing a crime and detaining that person. It is not about being a detective and getting to investigate a crime and play Perry Mason. And that's basically what he was forced to admit on cross-examination. So a tough thing for the defense there, where I think they did have to put him on the stand, but their defense just isn't very good.
Oh, yeah, and it's points like that the prosecution will hammer home in closing arguments. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time, Sarah. I always enjoy our chat.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, you too. See you later. That is ABC's Sarah Isker. That was fun. I love court talk like that. I hadn't even thought about the trial side and how those prosecutors may not have had much court time, and how if you come in and you're the inexperienced team in a case like that, well, that puts you, back behind everybody anyway. So you start off at the back of the race. Interesting. All right, when we come back, like I told you before, if you are wanting to sell your home, I have a story you're going to like a lot. If you are hoping to buy a home, I have a story you're not going to like very much at all. Also, would you buy an electric boat? General Motors hopes so, and Tiffany's has just announced its most expensive piece of jewelry ever. I don't think I'm going to see that in my stocking this year, Nick. But it's, like I said earlier, you know sometimes jewelry can get so fancy that it doesn't even look real?
I have more faith in Scott than you do. Maybe you might get surprised. Genuinely speaking, I know my brother, and I think or at least a little chunk of said rock.
Okay, all right, fingers crossed. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. All right, what's up on the 15?
It's a mess for the drive getting out of the high desert right now, Jen. Southbound side coming out of Hesperia. From before Ranchero Road, you're going to see a packed and tight drive through the Cone Path, passing the 138, and then light practical as you continue ahead for you toward Kenwood. Nothing reported in lanes if you're heading through this area of town. Pound 250 on your cell phone. Keyword is KFI traffic. Always appreciate the 411 on your morning drive. Westbound side out the 210 as you make way through Ranch Cucamonga and Alpaloma. Coming away from Milliken, that will be busy for you as you make your way past campus. And the 10 West is an alternate to the 210 westbound. Going to see some passing delays out of Bloomington and Fontana. From Cedar as you make way pretty much toward the 15 in Ontario. It will loosen up for you once you make your way through Ontario toward about Vineyard. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Nick Pauling of Keeney.
This report is sponsored by ChooseChangeCA.org. Stimulant use disorder is a disease, not a choice. But getting help with your meth or cocaine addiction is. Choose treatment and choose Change California. Find proven treatment options at ChooseChangeCA.org.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick, and here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by Mercedes-Benz.
The NBA suspended LeBron James 1 game for injuring Isaiah Stewart. The Pistons center was suspended 2 games for charging at James. Number 2, UCLA basketball rolled by Bellarmine in the opening round of the Empire Classic. The Bruins take on top-ranked Gonzaga tonight. And Week 11 of the NFL finished with the Buccaneers beating the Giants on Monday Night Football. The reigning Super Bowl champs snapped a 2-game skid. I'm Misty Jordan.
Intelligence runs in the family. Innovation runs in the family. Extraordinary runs in the family. The 2021 Mercedes-Benz range of SUVs. Every member is waiting to impress. Learn more at MBUSA.com.
If you have a small business, you know having efficient equipment is essential. SoCal Gas is here to help with small business rebates on qualifying energy-saving natural gas equipment. You can save thousands of dollars on tankless hot water heaters, commercial fryers, and more. They're committed to helping you meet and exceed the challenges of being a small business owner. Not only will your small business save by using these rebates, but having energy-efficient equipment will stack up savings for years to come. See how they can help by visiting SoCalGas.com/rebate.
We survived winter in Siberia, my mother told me, by literally eating dirt. Hello, I'm John Akoyan, owner of Rooter Hero Plumbing. I can't imagine living like that, but dirt, my mom told me, had nutrients. We are so fortunate to live in the world's richest country, but every day children go hungry. At Rooter Hero Plumbing, we want to help. So we're bringing back our Hero Help program. Before COVID-19, we fed the homeless, adopted families, and cleaned the bay. But our most popular program was handing out canned goods. Rooter Hero will once again hand out food with no questions asked. Simply pull up in your car and we'll help your family. Go to rooterhero.com/HeroHelp for the date and location. If you want to donate canned goods, call us at 866-DRAIN-77 for a Rooter Hero Plumbing location nearest you. Thank you.
CL 102-8886.
In 2007, Marine First Lieutenant Travis Manion was killed in Iraq after saving his wounded teammates. Travis's legacy lives on through the 5 words he spoke before leaving for his final deployment. If not me, then who? Words that today feel the spirit of Travis Manion Foundation. Words that live in veterans, families of the fallen, and inspired civilians who go out of their way to find a way, who help others with the help of others, who bounce back after each setback, who make good on good intentions. Through Travis Manion Foundation, if not me, then who, are words that can live in you too. Show the world what your character is made of, because character is invisible until it's not. Find out how you can strengthen the character of your community alongside empowered veterans, families of the fallen, and inspired civilians at TravisManion.org. That's TravisManion.org.
Tired of theft and vandalism at your commercial property? Proactively protect your business with advanced video security. At Bay Alarm, we keep our eyes on what you prize. Go to bayalarm.com to get protected today.
ACO 28 CCL 880138.
Medicare annual enrollment is now here. It's open.
And whether you're about to sign up for Medicare or you're already on a plan, navigating Medicare can be overwhelming. So let me suggest calling AGAMedicareOptions.com. Their agents will advise you step by step on a plan that fits your unique situation and budget. All the agents are local. They live and work right here in Southern California. You get an agent assigned to you who will compare most of the major plans at once at no cost to you. Plans that are accepted by your physicians, cover your medications at the lowest out-of-pocket cost, and changes occur every single year. So set up a benefit review to ensure you're still on the best plan, or you will be, and it's free. Call pound 250 on your cell and say the keyword My Medicare, pound 250 on the cell, and simply say My Medicare, or visit AGAMedicareOptions.com. That's AGAMedicareOptions.com.
Don't miss our iHeartRadio Holiday Special with exclusive performances from Kelly Clarkson, Michael Bublé, Train, and Pentatonics. Tomorrow night, starting at 7 p.m. Watch on iHeartRadio's Facebook and YouTube channel. Plus, check out the exclusive VR performance in the Venues app on Oculus Quest.
New holiday gifts are arriving at a TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods store near you for way less than you'd expect. Endless selection, great prices, all season long. Shop TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods today.
Portions of the following program will be recorded. Does it kill you to eat the little stickers on produce?
That has been bothering me for a long, long time.
Have you been eating them?
Well, you can't take the stickers off half the time.
Well, I mean, you can. You might pull some skin off.
No, you can. But anyway, the point is you can. It doesn't kill you.
Bill Handel.
But this could be the final piece of the puzzle for
It
you.
certainly could be.
Mornings from 6 to 10 on KFI.
A produce sticker eater is coming up in a second. KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. On a Tuesday morning, I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee, and some of the stories we're watching in the KFI 24-hour newsroom. The ports of LA and Long Beach say they will once again delay a deadline to charge companies that allow their containers to sit on the docks longer than necessary. A vigil has been held in Wisconsin to honor the people hurt and killed in the Waukesha holiday parade. The Biden administration says it's ordered 50 million barrels of oil be released from strategic reserve to bring down energy costs, including gas prices. And again, the cost of a gallon of unleaded gas in California today is $4.71. And the prosecution is set to give its rebuttal this morning in the closing arguments of the Ahmaud Arbery murder trial. Right now it's time for your Biz Bites, brought to you by SoCal Gas. For more information, visit SoCalGas.com/business-rebate. Let's talk real estate. If you are a seller, you're going to like this news from Century 21's president and CEO, Michael Meagler. He talked to Fox News yesterday, and he says that the real estate market is still really hot right now because a lot of buyers are trying to rush in and beat any more increases in the mortgage rate. He said that the real estate market is not ready to taper right now and will continue to move in a fast direction. And that kind of makes sense if you saw the stories that came out in some of our local newspapers last night. Orange County Register showed the Orange County home price hit $920,000 median price. That's the 11th record high of the pandemic era. And San Bernardino County home prices, they hit $465,000 median price, and that is the all-time high in October. All right, GM just bought a company, a 25% stake in a company called Pure Watercraft. It's this company based in Seattle that specializes in electric boats and outboard motors. Now, GM says it's going to provide this company with a direct supply chain and manufacturing assistance, and it'll help with its parts catalog and those kinds of things. GM hasn't said specifically what the product will be, but if you invest in a company that makes electric boats, you would probably think that a GM electric boat is in the future. Okay, one thing last year that I think my entire family got a Traeger last year. Somebody Scott and I bought one for each other. My sister-in-law bought one for my brother. My brother-in-law's father-in-law, bought one for him. We were the family of Traegers last year, and apparently, thank goodness, because Traeger's CEO, Traeger's the smoker, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the meat smoker. Traeger's CEO says that when it comes to shipping a Traeger, last year it cost about $1,500 to ship a 40-foot container to the U.S. from Asia. That cost is now $10,000. That's up 500+% since last year. And he says, the CEO says that shipping expenses were a major reason for the grill maker's declining profit margin in its third quarter. He believes that the elevated transportation costs will eventually ease, and that hopefully will push Traeger stock up down the road as it competes in this grilling category, because everybody was cooking at home, so having a Traeger or a new barbecue or whatever, those came in handy. And finally, have you heard about the World's Fair's necklace? The World's Fair necklace. It was unveiled in Dubai over the weekend, and it is 180 carats of diamonds set in platinum. Its centerpiece is an 80 carat oval flawless D color, which is the highest grade and virtually colorless Empire diamond. Now, the Empire diamond, they say, was ethically sourced in Botswana, so they want you to know that. Now, the good news is for jewelry lovers, this isn't like the Tiffany diamond. Remember, that's the, 128 plus carat diamond that Tiffany says is priceless and not for purchase? Well, apparently you can purchase the World's Fair necklace. But you've got to have $20 to $30 million to do it. But I was thinking to myself, there's some billionaire out there who's like, $20-30 million, please. Like $20-30 bucks to us. So somebody is going to end up buying this thing, but I don't know. You can check it out online. Just Google World's Fair necklace, and it's by Tiffany's, of course. And you tell me, it's gorgeous. Don't get me wrong, but it's so gorgeous. Things sometimes look like costume jewelry when they're, whoa, so outlandish. I don't know. But then again, if you're, a Jeff Bezos or an Elon Musk or whatever, and you're the girlfriend wearing that, I think you know it's real. So I guess there's that. This is Katie and KOSHBC Los Angeles. Off to the 101 we go with Jeff Bob. Good morning.
You guys good morning, Jen. That's pretty cool, but it wasn't as nice as my Flash Gordon secret photo. So 101 is wonderful. Good morning to you. Coming across San Francisco. If you do use the Coanga Pass, Boulevard, be careful. There's a lot of activity that you have right there, so be careful. If you have good drive all the way down to Fort Hubble, again talking about shipping and stuff, boy, every guy way down the long beach, we've got to report something on the 710 405. Right now, as I sit here, we're southbound on 710 coming up over the 105. All is well with the northbound. Southbound looks a little slow. More coming up to not go away. It's good to be watching a visit Superwoman, Superwoman.com. Jack Frost,
Jackson attorneys in their time of need after being injured.